Ladies and gentlemen, here we are live at Incognito Artist Studios with the legendary, infamous, famous Simon Bailey!
Oh my god. I was kind of hoping for a bigger introduction, but that'll do for today.
Currently starring in the UK, Jersey Boys.
Yeah.
Simon, tell us about that, man.
Do you know, it was one of those roles when I was invited to go see the press night in 2008 when it first opened, and I knew nothing about. I didn't think I knew anything about Frankie Valli, the Four Seasons, nothing. And we were invited when I was part of Teatro. We were invited to the press night because it kind of worked, 4 guys in suits, and so I went to go see this show. And within about 5 minutes, because Tommy Devito walks out first and gives his address and talks to everybody, and I was just, for the first time in a long time, I was transfixed by a production, by a role. And it was so soon into him talking to the audience, I just nudged the guys I was next to and I said, I need to play that part. I need to play it. It was just one of those, I just kind of identified with him. And like we were just saying before, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because he's not a great guy, but it was so much fun. And so when I waited a little while, because the role wasn't available for ages, and I got to play it in the West End, which was great. And you know, you guys came down to support, which was amazing, but I just loved the show. I love the pace of it. I love the energy of it. It's just one of those kind of dream roles, really.
He was incredible. It still is incredible. So if you're in the UK, go and see him. He's just amazing. He's got a show tonight, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just grabbing him for 5 minutes. So thanks, man.
No, my pleasure.
Buddy, also, could you just do a little snapshot of what you've played in the West End?
Yeah. Well, I started about 15, 16 years ago. I got my West End debut when I was 20. I was really excited about that. I was so pumped. It was in a musical version of Romeo and Juliet. And so I did Romeo and Juliet. I was the Pharaoh and Joseph. I covered the 2 lead roles in We Will Rock You. I was Enjolras in Les Mis, Raoul and Phantom of the Opera. I did some work at the Donmar Warehouse, working with Stephen Sondheim. That was amazing, actually. That was for his 80th anniversary, his sort of celebrations, a production of Passion, with like Scarlett Strallen and David Thaxton and Elena Roger, and amazing people. And it was at the Donmar Warehouse, somewhere I've really wanted to work for a long time. So I left. I did 2 years at Phantom as Raoul, and then I left. I was like a little bit early. They very graciously let me leave 2 weeks early, so I could go and do this work at the Donmar, which was insane. It was so much fun. Yeah, and then I was in the X Factor parody musical called I Can't Sing, which was the London Palladium. It didn't run very long. It was written by Harry Hill, Steve Brown. Simon Cowell was producing it and obviously a big part of it. And I played the rookie of Liam O'Leary, Dermot O'Leary, called Liam O'Leary. I don't even know which one it is. Take the mask off.
Mate, prolific career. Also, you didn't go to any theatre school, did you?
No.
Tell us about that.
Well,
that's just awesome.
Yeah, again, so much of life is made out of luck, isn't it? Being in the right place, right time, luck. And then you add
talent, looks.
Come on. Well, but no, so when I was at school, I did theatre studies as an A-level. And kind of the academic side I enjoyed. I enjoyed learning about the inner workings of a theatre and how lighting is used and how sound's used. But I've been doing school plays since I was 10 years old. So when we got down to the more practical side of it, the monologues and the duologues of the exam piece, we had an external adjudicator come and mark our exams for our A-levels. And I did a duologue from Streetcar Named Desire, which was the rape scene. It's a difficult scene. And the adjudicator from the external adjudicator gave me 21 marks out of 20, which was, no one at the school had ever got that before. So after that, one of the 2 teachers came to me and said, look, we really think that you should consider going down this path somehow. So they gave me a fill-in sheet for the National Youth Theatre. And they said, go for that and just see what happens and go for the 3 week, it's only a 3-week course. Mm-hmm. And then really, I auditioned for that and I got in. So I did the 3-week course with them. Met people along the way, moved to London, met a friend of a friend. This is how crazy it was. Met a friend of a friend who was staying with us for a week. He heard me sing in the shower And he said, look, there's an agent I really think you should go and speak to. Go and meet with him. So I met with him. I had an audition the next day, and I had a job within a week of meeting him. So it was kind of one of these crazy things. And then from then on, it's just kind of gone from there. So
you haven't stopped working.
It really has been like that, and it's just one of those really crazy, fortunate. Everything's kind of worked out for the right reasons at the right time. But yeah, that's because I gave myself. I said, look, I'll give myself 1 year in London, trying for drama schools or trying to get work. If I don't get any work, then I'll really apply to drama schools because you need to work properly to understand, But it never transpired that I went to drama school, and because I think in a way, for anybody who went to drama school, I think that knowledge is so powerful for you because you understand the inner workings of this industry, which is tough. Mm-hmm. But for me, I learned from people who had been in the industry for ages, people that I admire. When I joined companies, who would be standing, I'd be standing at the back. I would watch these guys standing at the front and go, "How are you operating? How are you working? What are you doing to make you do that so well? How are you treating other people?" Because that's one thing I think is the most important thing, is how you treat other people.
Right.
And I was watching these guys treating everybody with the utmost respect and still going out there and giving it guns, and being superstars, and one of a mutual friend of ours, one of the major guys for that was Mig Ayesa. Because I covered Mig in We Will Rock You, and the guy's such a rock star, but he's just so lovely to every single person in the building. So he's a big shift for me, because I was about 24 then, and I was thinking about moving into taking roles rather than taking covering roles. And it was when I saw him, I was just like, okay, I need to be like that guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mig's a legend.
He is.
So Mig's in New York now. He works for Incognito, and
Nice.
actually, funnily enough, when he first arrived from Sydney, he came up to our offices, and we were showing him a gig, and the gig that we showed him was, we had a gig with Nelson Mandela and
Nice.
Princess Diana's Trust, and
Oh
that
my
was his first gig in London. He was like, "I love this place." The very next day, he went into the We'll Rock You